Hi, I'm an idiot. I'm also a couple minutes late. Yeah, I forgot to push the button that says go live. It's the big blue button in the corner. I'm using StreamYard for this, so that's why. I don't know if anybody's here yet, but yeah, I'm a bit of an idiot. I had everything set up, everything was fine, everything was good to go. I just forgot to click the go live button because, yeah, I'm technology doesn't work for me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay, it looks like we're going. Everything's fine. Everything's awesome. Is anybody here? I don't see anyone. But that's all right. Yeah, this is just going to be like a virtual knit and chat, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just basically working away on a shawl. Hello. Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. I was talking with a friend about this. I said I have the. I saw this written down. I have the enthusiasm to embrace technology like a millennial, but I curse and swear at it like a boomer. So, and my mom's a boomer. I've heard her curse and swear at technology, so I get the best of both worlds. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, and making some cool things. That's what I'm working on right now. So I know I did my first live last week, and I'm doing another one today as a way to sort of wrap up my impromptu 2 week leave of absence from work after my surgery. So I thought I'd just kind of park it in here. And so, hello, yay, people. Thanks for showing up, folks. I really appreciate it. Mike says hi. Kim G says hello, darling. Hello, darling. And I'm very grateful that folks are here. So thank you so much for jumping in. Um, yeah, I'm going back to work full time as of next week. Although I'm getting this quite I'm getting it off easy, I should say, because this weekend here in Canada it's known as Victoria Day weekend or the May 2/4. So which usually happens somewhere around the 24th of May, but not always that same date. Considering that today's the 17th. So basically, it's something to celebrate. I want to say the birthday of Queen Victoria. I can't remember. If it was this birthday, it'd be the same day every year. But Monday is a statutory holiday here, which is usually celebrated by fireworks, camping, barbecuing, sort of an unofficial first weekend of summer ish kind of. So I technically won't be going back to work until Tuesday, which is great. So yay, get that extra day off while I can. So, and my husband's got the weekend off as well. I know he was looking into doing some overtime work this weekend at our place of employment because they need people right now to do some extra stuff here and there. I thought if I was going back this week, I could have volunteered, but I didn't. So, but that's okay. Uh, Mike says get drunk day. I don't drink as much as I used to, but some folks have been known to imbibe. Just do it responsibly, please. Like if you're gonna party this weekend, do it responsibly. Leave your car keys at home, leave your vehicle at home. Get someone to drive you if you can. Like I don't want to be the wet blanket, but I if you're gonna party, party safe. That's all I'm gonna say. So, yeah, while everybody's here, just if you'd like to tell me what you're working on, any projects you've got on the go, that would be so cool. I am currently working on another shawl because, me and shawls. And I am currently um, working with a yarn that I got from one of my bags from Aberdeen's Wool. My God, brain. Um, I'm using this yarn. It's the Barocco Faro, and it's actually a discontinued yarn now, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's I wasn't fond of the color as much until I started working with it. I believe the colorway is actually called Blood Orange. So it is a cotton and nylon yarn, super thin, beautiful, and I like it. I'm just making a nice lightweight shawl. I'm using a knit shawl pattern actually. I'm doing the Radiance shawl. Sorry, I can't use this for the life of me. And it's by Premier. The original pattern used, I believe, Premier Chameleon, which isn't available anymore. But I'm using the Pharaoh because I figured it'd be a nice lightweight. Uh, you know, nice lightweight shawl for the summer. Because when it's hotter, what do you need? Extra layer. Finishing up the unpacking, 90% down now. I don't miss uh, the moving process, when you're living out of boxes for a month. Oh my gosh. So hopefully everything will go swimmingly as much as possible now. I remember when my husband first moved in here, oh gosh, it was like 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. And it was wonderful. The process was great. We had a lot of help, but yeah, we were pretty much living out of boxes for a good month or so until we felt like we could get things established. Um, yeah, it's hectic. So I definitely feel you. Kim G is working on a mosaic hexi granny with Paula Mint and Diana first for me. Oh, that sounds pretty. I think you mentioned that last week, but I can't remember. Or maybe it was somebody else working on a crochet mosaic pattern. So if that wasn't you, I apologize. But yeah, I like the hexagon cardigans. They are a little bit of a jog to get through. As I said last week, I finished one for my bestie, my sister from another mister, and she loved it. And they're beautiful, but oh my god, they're yarn eaters. They I used, but I was a bit of an idiot. I used do I have it handy? No, I don't. No, I do actually. For my hexagon cardigan, the first one I used the Karen cinnamon stitches, cinnamon swirl cake cinnamon stitches. That's a channel. Oh my god. Clearly my brain is melting from the humidity, but yeah, I used this, which is a worsted weight yarn, and it took forever. It also took, I think, about 5 or 6 skeins. I can't remember which. So, um, but yeah, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I didn't even bother color matching because it's a variegated yarn. So I just thought, let's go along, see what kind of effects I get, and it came out really pretty. Again, I don't know where this newfound love of pastel yarns is coming from, but why fight it? Might as well go with it. So, yeah. But other than that, I like here in southwestern Ontario, it's pretty sweaty. Um, it's not middle of summer sweaty, but it definitely feels like it. It's supposed to be like rainy and kind of gross all weekend, and I'm sure the rain is just going to amplify the humidity in leaps and bounds, which I'm not looking forward to. We're on the top floor of a 3-story apartment building and have no air conditioning. We have like a window AC unit, but we're not quite ready to go that far yet. We also have like window, like fans for the windows, just like little box units, whatever. But yeah, and we don't actually pay utilities separate either, which is a bonus. You won't find too many places here that will do that anymore. But still, I just want to try and keep the cost down all around. But yeah, it's a little sweaty. It's a little gray. It was raining earlier, and I was walking through the rain. Had to go get some fresh veggies because I wanted to make a nice pot of soup this weekend. And it was raining, and I don't usually bring an umbrella with me because I'm one of those weirdos that likes walking in the rain. There's something so calming about it. I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. And it was a nice gentle rain too. Like you could hear it falling on the leaves and like the pitter pat noises and just so gorgeous. Yeah, I'm one of those folks that like people are like, oh my god, rain! I don't want to get wet, and I'll just be standing there like, it's water. Who cares? But yeah, it was definitely perfect weather to drink some tea and work on a project with a nice lightweight yarn anyway. Because like I said, it's getting pretty sticky out here. Like, whew, it doesn't help that I'm a furnace 24/7 anyway. I also want to mention anybody who's coming in here, if you could please hit the thumbs up button, click the likes, that would be wonderful. I saw folks did that last week, and I'm very grateful. So thank you for that. Thanks to everyone who jumped in last week as well for my first live and helped it go as painlessly as possible. I notice I don't have music this week. I'll have to go back in and figure out how to do that. It was one of those pop-up features that when I first signed in, it was like, you can put music on your live stream, blah, blah, blah. And it sounded really cool. I just did like a generic lo-fi soundtrack, but I'll have to check that out later, see how I can do that. So can't wait for the rain and sit in the all season back. Oh, it must be nice. I miss having, like, we used to live in a townhouse. We rented out a townhouse and it had a back deck, and it was nice. It wasn't huge or spacious by any means, but it was still something we could go park it on instead of like, a concrete balcony or whatever. But oh, that's awesome. I'm very happy for you. um, yeah, I kind of miss that, to be honest. What did I think I just screwed up my pattern, but that's okay. This is going to be full of mistakes anyway, so just go with it. Whatever. Um, Sorry, I'm reading the instructions as I go here. So, yeah, you're number one. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of missed that. Um, I mean, now that I'm hearing that the weather's supposed to be getting a little nicer over the weekend, like, make up your mind. But see here, like, okay, especially here in southwestern Ontario during the May 2-4 weekend, it always rains, like without fail. And it's like the first weekend that people will go, open up their cottages or whatnot, or their trailers and get away for the weekend, and it's always just wet. Which, like I said, I don't mind. Um, but I think it's that time of year where it's just like anything goes weather-wise. So whichever works. Anyway, um, I also noticed that I'm still not quite at the 1,500 subscriber mark. I'm at, I think, 1,488 or 89 the last time I checked. And I'm so close. I'm so close to getting that. Like, I still probably will do a draw once I hit the 1,500 subscriber mark. I almost said 15,000. I wish. Someday I might get it. But I still have everything here on standby. I still got the notions bag, or what I'm going to call it, the loot bag. I've got a bunch of some yarn put away. I've got my giveaway bag in another part of the room here, and just yeah, I'm hoping I reach that mark sooner than later. Then I can mail this off to whatever you know lucky person whose name I draw, and then go from there. Uh, Nothing. Oh, sorry, trying to feed the cats. My cats are remarkably quiet right now. So usually, as soon as I lock myself away behind a closed door, they start singing the song of their people because I've neglected them. Um, but I think they're also feeling the humidity too. When I came out this morning, usually when I come out, a couple of the cats are sitting there waiting, like, hey, you know. But I came out and it was just like bodies littered everywhere. So, like, mom, it's too hot. I, I don't want to go anywhere. So I'm almost asking for cat tax, but zombie dudes, yes. No, I will be making some more at some point. Um, for those who are wondering about the zombie dudes reference, I've knit like little miniature zombies, and I sold them off and given some to Mike, and I have not worked on them. I'm planning on breaking that out sometime within the next couple weeks, so I have yarn for them now. Finally, I've shot my stash, and I found some yarn that would be suitable for miniature zombies. I just gotta sit down and plow through them sometime. When I can put down knitting a shawl for more than a few seconds at a time. Anyway, it's coming really nice. It's kind of like a nice little mesh pattern, which is great. I quite like it. And like I said, it's perfect for summer. It's lightweight mesh, cotton, and did I say cotton and nylon? Cotton and nylon. All right, whatever. Toss that back in the bag. Um, but yeah, I dedicate months to different knit and crochet projects to make for upcoming like fairs and festivals and stuff. And this month I was supposed to be doing like a bunch of like my toys and stuffies, like my little knit cupcakes and some knitted owls. And I even experimented with some little knitted mushrooms, like little mushy mushrooms. But I haven't done everything full yet. My sister's been making stuffies like crazy though. Um, yeah, her place is just overrun, and I think it looks so cool. Um, she also advised that I make. I think it was last October. I made what looked like little miniature voodoo dolls, and they were like about yay big. They were stuffies too, so I might have to send one or two over to your place, Mike, because I think you'd like them. They're a little bigger. I know I should probably make them puppy proof because I know y'all got a puppy. Uh, my friend Mike, he and his brother Chris, they have a couple of dogs running around the place, and they're so cute. But I want to make sure that they're dog proof so they don't immediately annihilate them when they first sink their teeth into them. So, uh, yeah, we'll see if I can work on we'll see if I can work on the pattern to make it a little bit tougher. So yes, please. I'll do what I can. Okay. 3 dogs. Oh my gosh. You got 3 dogs. Oh, that's right too. Yes, yes, yes. He's got 3 doggos. Kim G, how many cats do you have? Just out of curiosity. And what kinds are they? I would normally demand pet tax. Holy crap, I can't talk. Um, but sorry, don't mind me trying to get a stitch here. Um, yeah, I just got your basic like domestic short hair, but one of them is a tuxedo kitty, and he is the elder gentleman of the bunch because he's like 16 now. So try this. All right, so we've got that established. Have you made a somebody or somebody yet? I haven't. Um, I probably should. I've seen the patterns. I are the patterns available on Ravelry? I believe they are. I could be wrong. I was thinking about making a somebody because they look really cute. Um, and then if anybody saw Mama G's take on it, she made a something, and it's just so stinking adorable. But I'm gonna have to do that. I was even looking into making the emotional support chicken, but uh, I should make at least one of those because I think they're cute. 10. Kim, is that how many somebodies you've made? Have you made 10 of them? And they are crochet, yes. Because I imagine there's like knit patterns similar to that. I've got knit patterns for bunnies, I think, somewhere that look actually pretty realistic, like the little baby bunnies. They're so cute. But yeah, I'll have to look into that later. You know what? I should probably Google that on my phone, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm talking to you folks and I don't want to be on my phone while chatting to people. Anyway, yeah, I should probably take a look at those. I think Diane at My Pink Bathtub Knits also did a some bunny as well, or no, she did the emotional sport chicken, I believe. Because I don't think she crochets yet. I do very little crochet. My crochet skills they're coming along, but they're not as refined as some folks here on the tube. Um, so we'll have to see. Mrs. C has the tutorial on her channel. Somebody's okay. I'll have to look that up. No, 10 cat. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. We had that many at one point, but that was when we had the townhouse. So, and some of them were rescues. So they were cute, but and it felt like a lot. Some days it was a lot, but there was a lot of love, and there was cat hair and everything. So, good for you, Kim. You've got such a big, beautiful heart to do that. That's so sweet. Um, yeah. Now I don't think at this point because we're in an apartment like we've okay. Don't tell anybody we have 5. The reason I say that is because the landlords get a little. They say no more than 4 animals, and we've got one more than that. And my husband wants a dog too. So, um, but with an apartment, I'm a little worried about the size of the dog, how much exercise it would need, that sort of thing. And you rescued most of yours. Oh my gosh, Kim, see, your heart is just so big and beautiful. I knew it. That's awesome. Gosh, that's so sweet. Yeah, most of ours were rescues as well. We we especially tried to, there were some that we tried to rehabilitate and clean up, and we'd let people know that we had animals that we tried to take care of, and we adopted a couple of them out. But like, we're not an organization or anything. It was just like, if we knew somebody that was looking for a pet, we're like, well, we got this animal that we've been taking care of, and they're a snuggle bug. So sorry, don't mind me. I just got to do this. Knit one. Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't need to do that, or do I? Sorry. Just knitting away. That's what I'm doing. Okay. And knit two. Okay. I'm hoping I'll have this finished by the end of next week. Well, we'll see anyway. So we'll see what happens. My largest is the most timid sable black long hair. Oh. Yeah, it's always the big ones that are little. Like our tuxedo boy, his name is Vittorio, and he's a bigger framed cat, but he's 16, and he's pretty chill. I wouldn't say he's timid, but I mean, if he gets his claws stuck in something or whatever, and we try to get it out, he freaks out and's like, tries to get away. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I am a sucker for rescue animals, to be honest. I know some of them do require a lot of work, and understandably so. But yeah, that's so sweet. I think folks who work with even like animal rescues, period, are just amazing. It's a lot of tireless dedication to helping, for a good cause. So if I can make it somebody you can too, trust, I'll try. I'll definitely look it up. I'll look it up after we're done here. So um, I noticed the room was actually rather quiet tonight, so which I understand because it's Friday night. Some folks are working. As I said, it's a long weekend here in Canada, and some folks might have taken off already for their you know long weekend vacation, which is great. I mean, that's cool. I wish I could get away for a vacation, but you know, I some people might argue that my last year was a vacation. Like, no, 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 no. This was a lot of hard work. I wish I could send my husband on vacation. He deserves it more than anybody right now, to be honest. Well, him and my medical team, that's for sure. But yeah, it's a little quiet in the room tonight. Um, but one of the reasons why I wanted to do live stream tonight, other than the fact that I was off work, I figured I can do it at a time where hopefully not too many other people. Like, I know that Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, does Friday night live streams as well. But I think she does hers at like 6. Yeah, she does hers at 6 because I've jumped in on a couple of them as well. Um, but I know weekends are usually everybody else's time to shine for live streams, which is totally cool. I believe Saturdays, Mama G Gear and Dee's Creative Hands Crochet do live streams. Yeah, I think Mama G's is like Saturday afternoon ish. I'm going by Eastern Standard Time, and then Dee goes on at 6 o'clock, and then Sundays, I believe, is Juan the Yarn Addict. I might do like a Sunday afternoon live stream at some point, um, depending on how things go. I mean, with my work schedule, because I work afternoons, the only other time I can do it is like during the day. But again, a lot of other people work day shift hours, so um, it's something that I thought about. Do I want to do more live streams in the future? Um, Risking the possibility of not getting. I mean, it's not like I got a big audience now, but I mean, I'm always grateful for whoever shows up to watch the live streams or click on the videos or anything like that. Like, I'm just grateful for the company, to be honest. Um, if anybody shows up and has something nice to say, hey, that's cool. You're more than welcome to. Um, but I know that during the week it can be a little sticky because, like I said, some folks work day shift hours or have other things to occupy them during the day. But when I'm working nights, like afternoon shift, I start at 4 p.m. and work till 12. And I know sometimes Um, Crystal, again, Crystal the Arnie Chicken Crazy Cat Lady, she does. Well, I know she does Tuesday live streams, but like sometimes when her live streams come on, or when I'm at work, and I'll get the notification on my phone, and it's like, um, if I on my break or something, I'll see it pop up. It's like, oh, maybe I'll check in and see what's going on. I know it's a bit of wiggle room that we need. Dear friend of mine does TNR work all the time. Oh, trap, neuter, release. Nice. Constantly trapping mummies, babies, getting spay and neuter, finds homes and cares them 24/7. Refers to returns ferals to communities after fix. That's awesome. Yeah, sometimes if the animal can't be rehabilitated, the most you can do is a trap, neuter, release and treat them with as much humane dignity as possible. All out of her own pocket. That's why she's an angel. That's sweet though. Like all out of her own pocket too. That's amazing. Because I know not a lot of folks will do. Um, like governments don't like to give out grants to like nonprofit things. They want to make sure they get their end in. So a lot of times it is out of pocket. There's actually an organization I follow in British Columbia called Tiny Kitten Rescue, and it's all pretty much either out of pocket or through fundraising. And it's the same thing. Like the woman's name is Shelly. Like she's pretty much the main driving force behind it, and she does TNRs with animals. I think there was a colony of ferals that she and her team have been helping to treat and take care of, and she does so much work. I'm assuming she's a veterinarian because she is a trained technician. She's helped deliver babies. She's helped do C-sections on animals to deliver babies. She's done operations, whatnot. And what she can't do, she'll refer to another clinic. And I watch her channel. Like it's the Tiny Kittens YouTube channel. She does live streams of some of the animals that she rescues. A lot of kitten adoptions, and we are in kitten season now, so I can only imagine how insane it is. She's currently taking care of 2 cats that have just given birth to kittens. And of course, watching live streams, like, oh my god, they love a kitten. These little fuzzy jelly bean babies are just so cute. But it is a lot of work. I couldn't even imagine how much sleep you'd lose over stuff like that. She drives constantly to another couple of towns, almost 1 hour away. Oh wow! So yeah, there's a lot of ferals. There was actually a feral colony near my place of work. This was about 10, I want to say maybe 15 years ago. And we're just assuming somebody, drove up, opened the door, dumped the cat, drove off, which is just so awful. I mean, there are ways that animals can be looked at that are way better than just dumping them. Like you wouldn't do that to your kids for heaven's sake. So why do that to an animal? Poor thing. Lily, hello Lily. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you for so much for popping by to say hi. We're just having a virtual knit and chat. Like I just figured I'd open the doors and see if anybody wanted to show up. I'm currently working on a knitted shawl pattern with a lovely mesh design. Just thought it would be something to do. Um, yeah. Lily, are you working on anything right now? Anything on your needles or hooks? Sorry, I shouldn't assume that everybody knits. Right. Sorry, I just got to do this for a second. Um, there's something called make one right and make one left with Stitch Glossary. Basically, it's like a stitch increase, but it kind of helps either leaning to the right or to the left or whatever. So, what's the one on this row? Oh, okay, so don't mind me, just yapping away. Um, but yeah, as I was saying earlier about the feral colony near my place of work, there was one big, beautiful tabby cat that I nicknamed Tigger. I don't know why, it just came to me. And he was a beautiful boy, but he was not fixed. Um, and unfortunately, you could kind of smell that he wasn't fixed. So, but he was my buddy. Like feral cats, they're very highly suspicious of humans because they haven't been around them and will hiss and run away. But Tigger, like, I think because it was in an industrial setting, like lots of big factories with big noise and cars and people, I think Tigger just got over his fear of people and started kind of gradually coming up to me and my coworkers and hanging out. And it got to the point where he would actually let me pet him and snuggle him, and he was just so cute. would have loved to have brought them home, but my husband probably would have killed me because we wouldn't have had that much money to spend on the vet bill for them. Lily has lots on her hook, 3 shawls and starting 2 hats. Nice, good for you. It's yeah. I when I started crocheting, I didn't realize how easy it would be to do shawls with through crochet. Like it goes so much quicker. Yes, it does eat up a little bit more yarn, but it just you get the results so much quicker. Like whereas with knitting, it takes a while, especially if you make a mistake. Like with crochet, if you goof up on something like a stitch pattern or whatever, excuse me, you can rip it back, unwind it, fix it, drop, pick it up, no problem. Excuse me. With knitting, because everything's on 2 needles, if I screw up, I have to go back. Like I have to sort of knit backwards, like unfasten all the stitches and everything. Just whew. I remember one time I was working on my very first lap blankets and I was using one of those cable needles, um, which had, I can't remember how long the cable was, but it was a fairly long one because it was a fairly long lap blanket, and the cable detached from the needle. And oh man, I was this close to either screaming or crying. I somehow managed to connect them all because the yarn I was using, it was acrylic, but it was a more stiff acrylic, so I could just pop them back in. But oh man, I was so mad. But with crochet, you don't have to keep the hook in. Like you can just pull up the loop and go make a sandwich or something. Like this was revolutionary to me. You got to understand that. Um, it was quite the discovery. Kim D, your latest temporary was dumped back in the rural area. My sister, oh my gosh, freezing cold, dumped off. She couldn't let them freeze to death. They have a German Shepherd. So, oh my gosh, I think people who just dump cats and run, or dump animals in general and run, need to be like publicly humiliated. I really do. Like that's awful. It really is. There are ways to circumvent abandoning something that you can't take care of anymore. I just, oh my gosh. But I'm glad that this animal fell in good hands and was very, loved and taken care of. Like that just, whew, somebody was there. Lily also got obsessed with Hirschner's cotton mill ends. I got a bunch up here somewhere. I hear ya. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've got project ideas for them, most of them. Um, but I'm actually working on one right now. I'm doing one where I've got the like both I took both ends, like the beginning and whatever, and I'm using the 2 strands together to whip up a crochet project. Now obviously the shawls aren't going to be as long and voluminous. They're going to be a little bit more thicker, but the way it is, it's almost like a V, and it just looks so cool. I no, I hear you about the cotton, and I think Lily, if you agree with me, part of the adventure of ordering those mill end cotton cake, like the cotton mill ends, is seeing what colors you get. Like it's like, ooh, what am I going to discover today? And it could be a color combination you might not have thought of, but you look at it and go, ooh, pretty. So yeah, I hear you on that. Oh my gosh. Stupid jerk. This cat is so sweet. I got several names for. Well, I've got a couple of nicknames for one of our cats that I can't repeat because I don't want YouTube to give me a strike. But I hear you. Oh my gosh, they're cute. Like they do something, it just makes you want to swear at them, and then they like give you like what, and then they're adorable. Lily has 2 cats they adopted in their warehouse, and they have their own room, entertained and fed for life. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. I found my people. Yarn and cats. Am I right? Yes, that is the thrill of getting the cotton mill ends. Just even my sister was saying the same thing. She got a few bags last year before, I can't remember, because she wanted to see what color she would get. So I think it's the same thing. They used to have the alpaca cakes as well, um, which I like. I like alpaca, but apparently I'm allergic to it. So, and I know alpaca is supposed to be a hypoallergenic yarn, but I think it's the dyed alpaca yarn that gives me a reaction. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It's the same with like mystery bags in general too, right? Like when you get like mystery acrylic bags from Hobie, like what they call the lucky bags, or the mystery bags from Aberdeen's wool. It's like, whoo, what am I going to get? And it's just it's the thrill of discovering something new and cool, which I've always liked. Like this yarn that I'm working with right now. I would never have imagined working with a yarn that's this thin for anything, because I figured I would have lost patience with it. And it's almost like kind of sort of like a ribbon yarn, just the way that it's I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's kind of like a chain spun, but not really. Um, but yeah, you find some things that you normally would not have looked at, and then you go, oh, cool. At least that's my excuse anyway. So, Lily just got their superwash wool assortment. The variety colors, yes, nice. I see. My sister started shopping at Hirschner's recently, and because they deliver here to Canada, obviously. Um, I say obviously because I have proof that they deliver in Canada, and she's been shopping some of the other like premier yarns and whatnot. And she said shopping at Hirschner's is a bit dangerous for her. But I'm curious to see the superwash wool assortment, just to see how I'm a sucker for a good superwash merino to begin with, so I can only imagine what would be available. Gosh, okay, sorry, I'm just paying attention to this because I got to finish up. I haven't gotten this pattern memorized yet. I usually do after like a few rows, but it's a little, I wouldn't say it's tricky, but it's definitely got its, you know, keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. Lily says, I love when they have free shipping. I wasn't sure, like, see, here in Canada, there's very few companies that I've shopped with that order free shipping, and Hobie is one of them, but that's only if you reach a certain point. I think it's like 100 Canadian or something, then they give you free shipping. And I usually don't shop with Hobie unless they have a really good sale, discount, something or other. But it's I'm gonna have to look into whether or not I can get free shipping from Hirschner's. I'll have to ask my sister about that. Kim G got a couple, but I've not used anything. I've not done anything smaller than a 3-weight. You know what? I thought 3-weight was the smallest I would go. I think this Pharaoh is a 3-weight actually. Yeah. 1-weight, I don't know if I could do it. It'd just be like using like string. I think these are a 2-weight. Sorry, I've got my twister up here as well. So is that a 2? Yeah, these are a 2. Um, so yeah, I totally understand the quandary for that. It took me a while to get used to it. I think what I did though is I kind of cheated and I put um I did a shawl with, I think it was either a 4 millimeter or 4.5 millimeter needle, knitting needle, and I do the same thing with the crochet hooks too. So um, it can be a bit of a challenge. What challenges me, what I would say is a little bit more frustrating for me, is the 2-weight, but it's like the 4 separate strands that you have to hold together when you're working on it. That gets a little tricky because you have to hook all of them together, otherwise it doesn't work. Hobie can get expensive, and Lily checks Hirsch's once a day. Nice. Yeah, Hobie can get pretty, like, I'm not going to say that they're bougie yarn, but their yarn is a little bit more pricey. But that's why I will shop if there's a sale. Like I think they had butterfly on not too long ago. I should have got some, but I've got other stuff to take care of first. So I'm trying to prioritize, rent and food. Trying being the operative. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I just actually shopped for a bunch of fresh veggies and I want to make some soup later. But yeah, I saw that Hobie had some butterfly yarn on sale. I think they had Carnival or Manarola, one of the other two. But usually when they have like one of their big, awesome sales, then I dive in head first and we'll stock up on stuff. I think I actually might still have some butterfly yarn kicking around somewhere. I'll have to hunt for it. Butterfly is actually one of my favorites. It's an acrylic yarn. It feels like an anti-pilling. I can't remember if it's actually recognized as an anti-pilling, but it's so beautiful and it's so soft. It doesn't feel like your typical acrylic, and it's not your typical acrylic. But yeah, I've used that. I use Lollipop, which is a wool acrylic blend. I've used that for I think hats and a couple of things as well. And Lollipop has some. I mean, they all have gorgeous colorways anyway. I would love to get some of the Dolce cashmere, sorry, but I even on sale it's still like 30, almost $40 a cake. Now you get a lot of mileage in them, but I know, yeah. And it's cashmere. I understand the cashmere is kind of a pricey fiber tone, so maybe someday I'll get my hands on some Dolce cashmere. Lily, I got some Sultan soles to do some color blocking. Ooh, nice. They filled around. Yes, the Sultan Cotton Kings and the whatnot. It just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Is this a Sultan? No, that's Twister. I think I think I've got some Sultan. It's back there. I don't want to go digging because that means I'd have to stand up, and I don't want to block the camera with my butt. Uh, but yeah, Sultan, the Sultan line, the Twister, the Cotton Kings, just beautiful. I think I started buying those just for the colors alone because the color combinations were amazing, like just absolutely beautiful, so gorgeous. And knit and crocheted up are just beautiful. I think I've still got, yeah, there's another shawl that I'm working on, one or two that still needs to be finished. It's only been a couple of years. Do you ever go to their live shopping each week with Hobie? I should. I really should. I keep meaning to. Because I know they do like lives on, I think, I don't know if they do it on YouTube. I know they do them on Instagram. But I really should check into that at some point. But I'm just afraid it might enable my shopping. Oh gosh, it's like I said, I had a couple weeks off because of the surgery recuperation. But unfortunately, I work at a place that does not offer paid sick leave, so money is incredibly tight this month. So, and as a result of that, I might have to sell some of my shawls through Facebook Marketplace, or at least some of my stuffies or something. You know, make a little bit extra money, make ends meet. It's yeah, it's hitting everybody hard right now, but I should probably check them out. And like I said, I know they have some really good sales at Hobie. There's been a couple of yarns I'm considering buying, like some of just the straight up acrylic. Um, I can't think of any names offhand. My brain is just not functioning where it should be. But did I even have coffee today? No, I didn't. I had a tea, but no coffee. That's probably why. But now, Hobie was probably the first online yarn company, store, etc., that I purchased from. Like up until then, I didn't do. I don't think I did any online shopping. The pandemic really hit everybody different, didn't they? The pandemic kicked open the door for me to figure out online shopping. So I was like, that and Amazon, but don't tell anybody. And I haven't bought any yarn off of Amazon either, just because I know where I can get it. So they offer 40% off what the items of the day are for. Oh, really? Oh gosh, don't tell me that. Oh, my wallet's gonna cry. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to keep my eyes open now. Probably in 2 weeks though, when I get back up to getting full paychecks. Oh my god. Ah. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. 40% off what the items of the day are. Oh gosh, because I think um like I've seen like the last time I bought butterfly yarn, it was on sale. I think regular price is like 21 something, whatever. So I got it for like 10.50. But I again, I don't know if that's American or Canadian pricing, but either way, the discounts still look pretty good. Um, I'll have to. I will definitely have to check that out. Butterfly and Twister were just on last week because oh god, I might have to get more butterfly, but I've got enough Twister. I've got enough 2-ply cakes up here that are going to last me through an apocalypse. So I'm going to let go of those for a while. Yeah, I know I've got enough yarn to keep me through the zombie apocalypse, but I'll have to go digging for my butterfly later. So 14.10 US. Okay, so that would be, I want to say just under 20 Canadian. You know what? Let me whip out my little. Let me whip out my. Oh, I hate doing this. I hate looking at my phone while I'm talking to other people. But 14.10 US. No, get out of there. Sorry, I don't know why I'm clearing up here. So, mm, mm, US to Canadian funds, $19.20. So I was close. I'm getting a little better at it. Not by much, but we shall see. Anyway, okay. So I'm noticing that it's coming up to 6 o'clock, and I believe um, Crystal, Yarning Chicken Crazy Cat Lady, is about to go live and do her live stream at 6 o'clock. So I think I'm going to be courteous and get out of here a little bit earlier so you kind folks can go over to check out Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. She is amazing. She's actually done some giveaways and stuff. She does live streams every week. She does yarn hauls. She's even done videos of like where she's spinning. I think she did one with Thrists and Stitches not too long ago. I still have to rewatch that, but get that soon. And then on Tuesday, she had Dee from Dee's Creative Hands Crochet as her special guest on Tuesdays. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be courteous, and as much as I love hanging out with you folks, I'm gonna split. Um, so that way we're not overlapping, because I'm kind of like that. Yes, I will hopefully see you folks there. Thanks. Yes, thank you so much for coming to hang out. For everybody who popped in to say hello, I appreciate it. As I said, it was a quiet room, but it was a nice, solid room. And yeah, maybe next time I do a live stream, I will post I post a notification on my YouTube community channel. I think, did I? Oh my god, I can't even remember. But I will try and figure out stuff for live streams in the future. If anybody has any feedback on whether or not I should do them during the day, if those hours work for anybody, that would be great. If not, that's cool. We'll figure something out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining, and take care, stay safe, keep making cool stuff, and hopefully we will chat again soon. All right, take care. Bye. Yeah.